Hey y'all, morning. It is Friday, right? Um, and I'm probably gonna put a couple of posts out today, right? Because it's time. Um, y'all, I'm excited. Um, and I'm overwhelmed with joy right now because yesterday I did a video and I told y'all I was dressed up, right? Because what I didn't tell y'all was I literally got dressed to go to a funeral, right? And then plans changed, right? And I explained to y'all yesterday that God's plan didn't change because he knew what was going to happen on yesterday. He knew why I needed to be dressed up. He knew why the things that transpired on yesterday transpired, right? And so my words was to encourage someone to dress up, right? Like, just dress up and go see what God got for you, right? Go see what he gonna do with that, right? And so as I'm on my way to pick up my daughter this morning, y'all, and I've been talking with the Lord since legit 4 o'clock, and literally probably 11 o'clock last night, because I went to sleep early, and then I kept waking up periodically throughout the night, just having conversations with the Lord, right? And as I'm on my way to pick up my daughter this morning, I'm reflecting on yesterday and how it all came together, right? And here's what God gave me, y'all. I got dressed for a funeral yesterday, right? And although my fleshly self got dressed for a funeral, for an earthly funeral, right? I got dressed for an earthly funeral on yesterday, y'all. And when I tell y'all, God ain't about stuff that's like in this world. It's about stuff that's in our spirits, right? And so how he translated that thing to me this morning about yesterday was, I got dressed for a funeral. It wasn't the funeral I thought it was going to be, but it was a funeral. And the funeral had nothing to do with nobody else but me. The funeral was for me. It was for me. It was to bury the old me, the old feelings, the old thoughts that I am not who God called me to be, right? It was the thoughts that God wasn't using me correctly the way that I was supposed to be used, because it came with when I was obedient to the Holy Spirit and I did and said what he told me to say, it would always come with backlash, right? Like, people would always diminish who Christ was in me, right? Which made me feel as if, like, is God, are you really talking to me? Like, because if you talking to me, like, why are all these people like angry at me and calling me everything but a child of God, and making it seem as if like I'm walking out of the will that you have for me, right? Like, I'm being obedient to you, God, and they coming at me like I don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all, I buried that on yesterday. And the dress up was so that I would be prepared for the funeral, right? Like, why come to your funeral and not be dressed for the occasion, right? It's a celebration of life. It's a celebration of something old dying, right? And although I thought that I was going to an earthly funeral, the Lord sent me to a spiritual funeral, because I needed to bury those emotions and those feelings and those thoughts and those and the fears that came with being obedient to who to being obedient to Christ and being obedient to what he has given me to say to people, and how he's given me the words and the things to put on these videos, right? Like, it ended yesterday. I no longer care about how people respond to me when I walk in my obedience to Christ, right? Whether you believe it's my obedience or not, it's obedience. Because here's the thing, I don't play with God, right? I literally did not walk in the obedience God was calling me in because of my fear of what people would say, what people would think, how people would react, right? When I speak what God has given me to speak about my life, right? And so here's my disclaimer, y'all, because as of yesterday, I am no longer apologizing for walking in my obedience to what Christ has told me to do. Now, if you got a problem with that, it is between you and him, and you got to take that to him. But as for me and my walk, if he tells me to do it, if he tells me to say it, if he tells me to make the video, I am going to do what he tells me to do. Your response and your reaction to it is your problem. It is not mine. And I'm also well aware of the conviction that God gives me. So if I say it and it wasn't the way that it was supposed to be said, because I do remind myself that I am flesh, and there's sometimes that I will say something that may offend somebody. And that apology is because your feelings are hurt, not because of what I said or not because of what he told me to say, but because your feelings is hurt. I'm sorry. But the emotions and the feelings and the things that come, frustrations, however you want to name it, comes with what my obedience has allowed you to feel. That is no longer on me. And as of yesterday, I've realized that I am considered a disruptor, right? Like, if I want to walk in the calling of breaking generational curses over my lives and the lives of those that are around me, or he allows me to have relationship with, y'all, that thing blessed my heart this morning. So like, I just don't know. I don't know. But when he gave it to me this morning, it made so much more sense for me to know why it was that he had me dressed up for a funeral, right? Y'all, it was for my funeral, because I buried some things on yesterday that I ain't trying to go back for. I ain't trying to pick them back up. The behaviors that I buried, the feelings, the emotions, the thoughts of not being good enough, not like following God the way I'm supposed to. Like, I buried all of that yesterday, all of it, and I ain't picking it back up, right? Now, I ain't gonna tell you that I won't have warfare, right? I won't deal with some things in my thoughts because of my flesh. But what I'm telling you is that I'm done apologizing for being obedient to Christ. And if you don't like the way that looks in my life, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just gonna go ahead and refer you to Jesus, and then y'all talk about it and see what he tells you about you, because he ain't gonna tell you about me. He gonna tell you about you. He ain't gonna tell you about me. So y'all, gonna be great. Okay, whatever it is you choose today, whatever it is you choose to do today, be great at it, right? And allow the Lord to show you why he allowed you to go through that or to do that, and let him guide your life. Stop listening to the other people who think they know your life better than you, or think that they know you better than him. He's the only one that knows you the best. So y'all just be obedient to Christ, right? Y'all excuse the boogers. It's the tears and stuff. That's when the boogers come. I'm sorry. But anyway, y'all be great. Whatever it is you choose to do today, be great at it. And because if God is with you, he allowed you to do it, right? Because it's a part of the plan that he has for your life. So just do it to the best of your abilities and trust him. I love y'all. Have a great day.